Right. A bit of a snowy scene today. Not loads of snow, just there's a bit of snow on ground. Right, so my first job, I'm going to have a bit of cerulean blue in sky. This is going to be a great cold picture, so that's why I'm using cerulean. It's a cold, probably coldest blue you can get. Right, that's that. Give that a little dry already. Don't need to be dead dry, because I might be as well with slightly soft edge on this anyway. Back into my cerulean blue. I'm going to have an L in here, something like, something like that. That'll do. And then bleed these colours all down. Let's get some more water. That's just pure water in there now. I think I might take this fainter as it comes down. Yeah, that's not looking bad. And then, what else shall I put in? I think I might put a tiny bit of Payne's grey in. Let me get a bit of Payne's grey. Should I dry it first? Tell you what, I'm going to pop it on an angle like that, so my Payne's grey sort of blebs in, something like that. Just little bits on it. That'll do, I think. Let's give it some shaking about, look, shake it about a little bit. That'll do it, I think, and then pop it back like that. Yeah, I think that'll do the job. Where have I put my brush? There. Get some more. I've just dipped my brush in water. There might be a tiny bit of Payne's grey on it, and I'm just going to bring them right down to bottom of there, like that. That'll do me. Nice one. That's a nice distant hill. Right. In fact, I think all I've done now is just dab some of that really watery stuff out, and then get the whole thing a dry. Wondering actually, should I have dried it? Because I could have some fluffy bushes back there. I tell you what, how dry is it? Oh, it's still a bit damp. Good, that might work then. Right, so let me mix up a nice creamy colour. So I'll have some yellow, a bit of yellow, and a bit light red. Perfect, give me a bit of creamy colour. Try and work fast because I want it to dissolve in it. Now that paper's not very wet, so it isn't really. If your paper's wetter, it'll melt in. I'm in two minds to have it melting in or not anyway, so nah, apparently I'm not having it melted in. Well, that's okay, because I'm in two minds anyway. Right, these bushes all come all the way over here, like that. There, something like that. That's it. Right, now let's get some Payne's grey. We'll have a bit in there, Oh, bum, 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 bum. Something that back stuff there. That's nice. Right, now let's get some light red now. That's a bit of light red. Just test it on there. Oh, that's not very reddish. I'll tell you what, I'll pop a bit of that in back here. Let's say my light's coming in that way, so I sort of pull it round there like that, and then as I come forward I'll make it I've gone slightly redder on these close runs there. Nice. Right, get me dabber cloth, sort of that. In fact, tell you what I'll do. Let's wet this. Wet all this. Pull them down, they can be shadows. Reflections. There. They can be reflections. Coming into me water. Nice. There. They can go into there, into my water. Looks alright. I'm going to give that a dab in a minute. Right, I'm going to go into some that Bond umber and just get right in on some of this really dark stuff in there. This thick, that'd be all thick muddy stuff in there, wouldn't it? Something like that, just in there. Pull a bit more up into some of this stuff. That's it. Nice. And let some of that just actually drip down like that. That's nice. And then I think what I'm going to do, I think the best way to sort this out, a load of just clean water on my brush now, and just come through here and take a lot of that out, because a lot of that I'm not going to want. So I can take a lot of that out. Cause I think that's a bit of land there anyway. There, so that's that. Right, I'll tell you what, now I've done that, let's get some blue in for that sky. So take that water, a nice blue colour. That can go in there like that, into there. Nice, I like that, that's nice. There. In fact, I want my brush a bit more. I'll take that through up into there. That can go into my snow and that. Sorted. Right, let's say big dry. I am going to dab some of this blue out, because I'm going to want some white in there for some snow and all, so I'll dab some out. Dab some back out. There we are, jobs are good. Right. What do I want now? I'll tell you what I want. Wash that brush. There's a bit here, tiny bit there. What just wants filling in with a bit of blue. Just in there. That's better. There, nice. I could pop in a few extra bits of that in there like that. That's alright, I'll leave that like that. Right, now then, let's get some more yellow and mix up some more of that creamy colour. These are all autumn colours. In fact, let's have a... This one's more leaning towards an orange than a cream. That's looking nice. So I'll have that, and that's coming in here. Right down here. There. Right, now, smash end of my brush up on my tea towel. Batter it all up. Use my fingers in that, look at that. All spiky. And get some spikes, look. There. Oh, that's nice, that is. Alright, let's get some mucky colour now. To dab in there. Bit darker. Let's get some Payne's grey in it. Bash my brush up again and just into that darker bit there. Oh, I like that. In fact, it looks like there's a bit of a green bush at the base of that, so let's whack a green bush in there. Bit of an evergreen brush or something. That's it. Then back to that paler colour and have a bit more of that in and all. There. And then get some really dark at the bottom of that bit there. Oh, I think that looks alright, doesn't it? I think so. Right, let's get some bit of Bond umber, I'm thinking. So look at that. Mixing up some Bond umber. Just come down into here. I think I'll leave some little gaps where there's bits of snow gathering. There. And then this right at the bottom. That's all mud and stuff, you see. Nice bit of mud and that. And some bits of snow. Nice. I still think I need some darker paint. Let's get some darker paint in here, I'm thinking. Just in here. Still think I need a bit darker in there. That's it. there. And then I think what I'll do, I'll put in a couple of little twigs in there with that one, and then up to the one. Get me a rigger brush. Well, a couple of bits and bobs in there with a rigger brush. Not going in very well. There. If they're not going very well, get loads on your brush, stick them in, and then if they're a bit much, you can always give them a dab like that. Don't forget it's going to dry a bit lighter anyway. There, that's nice. Oh, I tell you what I'll do now with that. The same colour, and I'll just pull down into here for a reflection into that water. There. A bit more. It's a little bit more yellow than that. Trim it a bit. There we are. A bit of water. Soften it all in. Completely clean brush now. Just soften it all in. There. That'll go. Nice. That's my water. While I've got that water on my brush, let's just bring a little bit more blue in there. Oh, I does like that. Might dry that so it behaves. Alright, doesn't it? Right, let's have a look now. Let's have a look. I'm thinking more of this reddish colour. Oh, I've not washed my brush. Don't matter. Gone straight into red brown with that cerulean blue on my brush, and it still hasn't really done any damage. So I'll let a bit of that there. Then I'll dab into some water and water this one down because it's further away. And that's two little brush things into a bit of yellow. You know what, I'm going to have a third one there, or a creamy coloured one. In fact, let's whack a bit more yellow in some of these. Mix them colours around a bit, that's it. There, maybe it's soften some of them edges off a bit and all. That looks good. In fact, I could bash the end of my brush up. Bash the end of the brush up, look, and just get some bit of that. If you will. Twiggy bits, and that looks better, doesn't it? There. Oh, bit of a dark bit in bottom of there. Bit in there. Got to have some dark bits in to make your light bit stand out. And a couple of little twiggy bits. There. And then I tell you what, just I'm going to dab in some water and just sort of get into that one there, right towards the edge. And this brush has just got pure water on, and I'm just going to soften that edge in, just so they gradually blend away, sort of thing. There, gradually get further back. Ow. So these will be slightly stronger in reflections again. Something more like that. That one will be a little one. There we are. I'll go back to this brush, what's just got water on, and soften in a little bit. There. Oh, wow, that's not looking bad, is it now, that? Nice snowy scene starting to emerge. Right. Now then, let's have a look. I need loads of snow left in here. So, you know what I'm thinking of doing? Where's my another clip here? There's one here. I'll just clip that there like that. So my paper's curling up a bit. I'll clip that there and stick it there. That's better, isn't it? You still see, can't you? That way a bit. Right, there we are. Right, now then, what colour have I got on my brush? Not brush. Right, let's have some Let's have some cerulean blue, and I wash my brush, so it's gone slightly green. In fact, let me get this brush first. I've gone into right mucky water, so this water's going to have some green in it. Yeah, it has. Look at that. That don't matter. That suits me. Let's get some proper clean water now. Come into that. Even soften some of that in. There. And I've got some cerulean blue on, so we'll whack some of that in. I want to leave gaps for snow, you see. Right, now let's get some green colour mixed up. Cerulean blue and a bit of yellow. See what that gives me. Oh, I like a bit of that. Lovely colour. Bit of that in there. Let's get some really, really light green colour now. There's a lot of really light green in this. A lot on it. And let's whack that in. Especially on these close up bits, there's a hell of a lot. So we'll whack that in there. Loads of green and stuff. Loads of snow cutting, just little puddles of snow everywhere. There. Now, because there's a lot of snow and stuff, there's also a lot of mud. I've not even bothered washing my brush. I've gone straight into my Bon Tumber. I put some red in to kill that green that were on the brush. That way I've not wasted any paint. I'm going to go dabbed it into a tiny bit of Payne's Grey, just to really darken this brown down. Right, I've got loads of paint on my brush now. Right, this is all mud what's in there. There's loads of mud in there. Loads of it. So we'll whack all that in with that. See how my brush has got less and less paint on it as I go back. So if I start at front, it sort of benefits me. Right, there it is. Let's get some little rocks and stuff in. Do these random. If you do them random like that, what you do random, that seems to get these things, these little rocks and that are all landed in these places from Ice Age, I suppose. I'm talking dribble now, I'm making this up, but it probably did. I don't really know. But if they did, they'd landed random. So if you go dead quick, then it's going to look random. I'm going to put a couple of blades of grass just right on these bits what's right close up to me. I'm not going to put them back there because it's way little way in it. Right, so that's that. Let me just sit back and have a look what we're looking at now. I think now what I want is some big trees. So if I mix a big tree colour up, and just plenty of water. All I've done is I've took that same colour what I've just used, that dark colour, and I put absolutely loads of water in it. And then, right, got to get a thicker version of that for me tree trunks. I'm going to pop in some quite biggish sort of trees in here. Something like that. They're big bushes, these are big trees. Let's have one here. If they're looking a bit close, don't forget they're going to dry lighter, but if you think they're looking a bit close, get your cloth, dab it, take them back a bit, take them a bit distant. I tell you what, let's have one in. Oh, I didn't want to drip there, did I? No, I didn't. That one can go in there like that. There we are. That one in there. Freaking Nora. How do I get rid of that? That's not bad, is it? Looks like a bit of thing in water. Right. One more big one in. I'll say it to you. Just in there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Right, that one's a bit bigger than the others. Right, let me get some twigs on it. Stick these twigs in fast like that, look, you ain't got to fiddle about. And then, not even all got to connect. So look, there's a gap there. Am I bothered? No, it don't matter. As long as your eye looks at this and it's going to put it together, and your eye's going to do what it wants with it, right? So now I've got that dabbed onto my tea towel, and I've just got that really thin paint mixed it with that dark colour I put in there with a really thin paint. This is for all them tiny little twigs, look. See that? See it stay to the end of that brush. Where's me? Can I get it on there? Look, stay to that. That's how I'm getting that sticky liney effect. Right, so that's that. I'll tell you what I could do. Get some dark. Let's have my light coming in this way. Just on this big near one. Let's put a slight dark side on one side, so it looks like it's light hitting it from one side. Looks good, doesn't it? Like that. Oh, like that. That's how you do it. That's how you get a bit of 3-dimension. Right, this one here. I don't like that bit there, so I want that fading in. There, that's nice. Right, now then, I suppose now, dab into that again. I suppose I'm going to want some sort of reflections in there, something like that, something like that. There we are. Something like that. Let's get that brush totally clean now. Totally clean. A bit of a dry. And just do a bit of that over the top of that. Soften it a little bit. I think that's it, that'll do. And then, let me just get some a bit of that. Come on, I need some paint than that. There. Twigs and stuff. So that's my reflections in my water there. That one's beyond the water. Right, now, sit back and have a look now. See what we're looking at. Yeah, looking at that, I think I need a little bit more, just a bit more stuff just in some of this stuff here, look. So I'll just bob a bit more in like that. Something like that. Right, I'm going to dab it with my finger, soften it all in. And then sit back and have a look. See if it needs any more. Not looking bad to me. Now one more dab in. We'll pop a little bit more just on that one. A little bit more. That's it. Another little dab with finger. That don't look bad to me. And you can just see little bits of stuff off there. Not much. And just soften that a bit. There. And that's all the white snow. Let's get into some of that white snowy stuff there with some bits of greens and stuff. I'll do that a bit more muddy because it's going over to where water is and that. That's probably going to be a bit more muddy. But there, that's some bits of that there. Yeah, that's not looking bad. So I've got my rocks in and my stuff. Right, I think, let me just come right back across the room. Let's have a look. See what we're looking at. Oh yeah, that's looking quite nice. So I'm going to dry all that and put some water lines in. So we're nearly done. Nearly done. Some, where is it? Some designer's white gouache. I don't know. Designer's white. Gouache. Gouache. Yeah, some of that. Right. Right, we've just got some designer's white, because some people calls it gouache. Gouache. On my brush. It's quite, well, say it's quite thick, it's neat. I've done it neat from me out of my tube. I just got my rigger brush and I've stuck it into my tube and just so it's neat. There's no water in it. There's only water what's in this is the natural water what's in the paint anyway. Not stuck any texture in. It's hard to me. I think there's this bank. I think it's about there, you know. I think it's a bit below, about there. That's it. And then I think there's another one about there, something like that. That's the banks. Something like that. It's not looking bad at all. I think I'll have a line about there. Let me get some more gouache. That's how you pronounce it, I think. Gouache. Some more gouache on me brush. A bit there. And then I think let's have a great big one. This one can be thicker because it's closer. Great big one across there. There. Well, that'll do. I'll just get a great big blob on the end of my brush and just thicken that up a bit. Not thicken it up, layer it up a bit. It's supposed to be not transparent, but sometimes when it dries it goes a little bit transparent, so I like to put plenty on. You can use this stuff for little sailing boats and all sorts of stuff. It's brilliant stuff. You can wash, you can get a flat brush and wash back to white paper, but because I'm on this what's it called, cartridge paper, the colour seems to sink right in, and cerulean blue sinks right in as well, so that's why I've used that. Oh, actually there's a bit, I've washed my brush and there's a bit there, let's go about there. Now that other bit, some reflection, something like that. That'll do. There, little bit there, that'll do. That will be here all day. I've gone on far too long already. Let me get clean that brush off. Let's get some bods in it. Knocking everything all over everywhere. Right, let's get a. Should I put it this side this time? B and a D. Oops. B D. Birthday. Birthday. Right. Calm down, Bertie. Oh, that's a big bod. There we are. 2 bods flying through sky. They might be a little bit big. When they're big like that, they're not pterodactyls. It just means they're closer to you. So don't panic. If you do big birds like that, no one's going to think, oh, big pterodactyls. It just means they're closer to you. And they're little further away. That's all it is. So don't worry. In it. See you on the beach, in it.